Before coming to Kazakhstan, we didn't know anything about their food, but we found Navat, and this is a great place to try all of this authentic cuisine. We have a really nice spread from appetizers, dumplings, and even horse meat. And while we try everything, we have this hat keeping our tea warm. So let's dig in and try some Kazakh cuisine. We're starting with the Baursaks. These are like little fried balls and they're so airy. I'm gonna dip it in the honey Kaimak. I guess you can have it with or without that sauce. Now this looks like a lot of dough, but if you look on the inside, it's just really airy. And you can't beat fried dough. And I like the way it tastes. And the cool thing is that these are complementary with your meal. And the honey Kaimak is like a sweet sour cream. These are a lot of fun to keep coming back to as we eat to cleanse our palate. The fermented horse milk is complimentary. I'm gonna give it a try. It's not too fermented, not too sour. It tastes like a salty sour cream. I like that we could try it. Beshbarmak is the national dish of Kazakhstan, and it looks simple, but this meat is horse meat, and that's banned in the United States. So I'm excited to try it. And the makeup of the dish has these noodles that look kind of like lasagna noodles. There's some onions in the middle. We have 2 potatoes, and it looks like a horse sausage and the horse meat. So not all the same type of horse. And it comes with a soup on the side to drink as you eat it. I'm going for the horse sausage first. I believe this is called Kazy. You can tell me in the comments if I'm wrong. It looks interesting because the casing is thicker and there's different chunks of the fat in the meat. It reminds me of a salt and peppered eye roast, which is beef with some fat. I didn't know what to expect, but it's really good. But let's compare that to just a regular piece of the horse. It's a little chewy, but it's very close to a lean piece of beef. It's flavorful, salty, and I'm sure it pairs well with these noodles. The noodles are light and it's flavored by this broth. I don't know how they made the broth, and I believe it's different than this soup. So we're putting everything together, the onion, the horse, and the noodle, because I'm sure this is how you're supposed to eat it. It's a light, flavorful dish, and really unlike anything I've ever had. The horse really brings out the flavor. I think this is a great introduction to horse for someone like me who's never had it before. The soup broth doesn't taste anything like this light broth here. It's very rich and comforting. It's such a simple dish, but what I'm finding out what I like is the texture of these noodles. It's quite nice. The potatoes on it are just potatoes, but maybe since this is traditional nomadic food, I could see maybe you need the carbs. This is Manty. It's a fried dumpling, and we have an assortment of different types here. And there are different versions, and we went with the fried version. This dumpling is stuffed with greens, meat, and I like the texture of the fried noodle. The tomato sauce is light. It's not like a marinara sauce. It's just tomatoey. This is the one that's full of meat, and it's really good with this tomato sauce. The meat tastes like beef and onion, so it's sort of like a hamburger and a dumpling. This one's stuffed with potato, and I didn't expect this potato to be that juicy. I love it when you can sample different flavors, but if I had to choose my favorite, I'm gonna go with the meat one. One of the first things we noticed at Navat were these hats. There's one on every table, but it's here to keep your tea warm. We got the sea buckthorn tea. It's citrusy, it tastes awesome, and it's great to drink throughout the meal. We've never had sea buckthorn before, so we didn't know what to expect, and we really enjoy it. This is the Lagman, and these noodles look really interesting. There's some type of sauce or spice on here, which is quite different than the national dish, because maybe they're using some flavors and spices and doing a little bit less plain. The noodles are kind of cut short, so they fit together on your fork with everything. I don't think I've ever had noodles like this. They're almost slightly al dente, and I think that's how they're supposed to be. They're not all uniform in size, so you can tell that these are hand pulled. I was right by the way that this looked. It's not as mellow as the national dish. These flavors kind of pop out at you, and it's a little bell peppery. This is a win on flavor and texture. There's not much color in the national dish, but the environment is just vibrant with color. There's carpets on the ceiling, you have the drapes, the couches, it's really cozy. I enjoyed everything we tried, but I think the national dish surprised me the most with the horse meat. I can't believe I've gone my whole life without trying it. Navat seems like a great place for starters to be introduced to Kazakhstan food, but I feel like we barely scratched the surface, so you want to make sure to subscribe and join us along our journey, and we'll see you in the next video.